everyone, and welcome back to another video. So today is going to be a student update because I'm not going to lie to you, the last video I did was with my sister and I was talking about back to school. We were talking about all things school, and then that same week I then went to university and then came back for Easter. So I've got a lot to catch up on. In fact, let me just give you a bit of background. So let's rewind to Christmas. So it's Christmas time, yeah, we come home and then lockdown happened. I stayed at home. I thought I was going to stay till February, and then they extended lockdown till March, and then I ended up staying at home till March, and then I decided I do want to go back to university for a bit just to see what it's like. Went back to university for a very short amount of time, and then I went back home for Easter. So I mean, I wasn't there for a very long time, but I still want to share my experiences, and I kind of just want to give everyone a bit of an update because why not? I mean, I even got a drink here. I've got this sparkling Ribena. I don't know if I'm just late, but I've never had this before, so I've literally been trying this drink while I'm doing this video because, as I said, why not? Let me start this video. It's gonna be about the good, the bad, and the crazy about uni, basically. Okay, so let's start off with the good. So the good, I would say first things first, I'm going to start off about talking about the people. I absolutely love the people at university. I think they're amazing. I was especially, for example, I was very nervous about going back to university. It had been 3 months, so 3 months, I keep on saying this, but 3 months away from university was exactly the same amount of time I was at university first term. So you can imagine the amount of time, right? So I was very, very nervous. And I was nervous, but I was really excited to see my flatmates because it had been a while since I saw them. I still haven't seen 2 of my other flatmates. I'm going to see them after Easter, but I saw 3 of my flatmates. One of my flatmates, Joe, it was his birthday, so we were trying to make sure that he had a good birthday because obviously we're in a pandemic, so we tried to make sure that he had a brilliant birthday as best as he could have, and he enjoyed it, so mission accomplished. Next was Nana. Like, we have this series that we watch, Black Mirror. I don't know if you guys watch Black Mirror. If you haven't, watched it because, well, it's going good so far. We haven't finished the season. So this is one of those seasons that we can only watch together. So when we're both free, we both watch it. We both have our little food. It's like a little movie night, I guess, which I love. Like, I love food and I love movies. So and I also love my flatmate Nana. So it all blends, so I love that. And also Holly. So the thing is with Holly, like, we actually mess around so much, but I actually, the other day, I taught her how to dance, like, because I was moonwalking. So one thing that I realized last month is that I could moonwalk. So I realized I can moonwalk now, and then I was moonwalking and she was, oh my god, like, that's mad. So I'm now teaching her how to moonwalk. In fact, let me insert it. So I'll insert the video of me moonwalking right now. Okay, let's see the progression. And then she then moonwalked. So this is a video of her moonwalking. So it's funny, yeah, because it was just really fun. Like, it was really fun just getting loose, and I just love the aspect of people. Even my friends will come, you know, and check up on me, which I absolutely love them for, which I'll probably talk about later on as well. And there's just so many people. I've even met new people in that short period of time that I was at uni. I've met new people, and I'm just so grateful for them. Like, I'm grateful that I was able to even meet new people. So yeah, uni people, amazing. So next, it will be the campus. Sometimes when I'm at home, I think about campus. I dream about campus because it is so beautiful. At night, it makes me emotional. I think I was saying this to Jodie, one of my friends. I was saying, listen, like, campus at night, it makes me emotional. Because why is it so pretty? It's like its own city. And in fact, I don't even think the videos that I'm about to insert, like, justify how beautiful it is. I'm just a person, I love looking at things, taking videos of things. It can be annoying for other people, I don't care, because it's just so pretty. And I'm going to say it's pretty, like, it's just so beautiful. I love it so much. And even during the day, going on to main campus, it makes me feel productive. It makes me feel like an actual student, because when you go to the study centre, it's like, even the seminar rooms now, they feel almost like a classroom environment. It reminds you about what sixth form or college or wherever you went used to be like. And so going there with like people actually motivates me to do work. And I think a lot of people look from the outside in and be like, oh no, she's so motivated, literally like every day she's going. But the thing is with me, if I know that I'm going with someone else, that motivates me to go even more. And so that is why, like, I just love going to main campus with my friends. Like, next thing, independence. Absolutely love independence. The freedom to do what you want, when you want, whoever you want. I just love it. Love it. Like, I love the fact that I don't have to ask for permission. And the thing is with me is that I have freedom at home, but I will still need to say like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Sometimes I just don't feel like saying what I'm going to do. Sometimes I want to be spontaneous. I just want to be spontaneous. And being at university allows me to do that. So I guess the independence is, love the, what you might call hustle. I love the fact that people have their own things going. I love the fact that people are running to be in committees for societies. I love the fact people are doing hair. I love the fact that people are doing food, doing their own podcasts. I love Two of a Kind podcast, obviously, like food. I love the whole fruit punch, you know, very much. Anyway, I just love the fact that people are doing their own things. And even if you're not doing your own thing, you haven't found what it is yet, just being there to support other people and being part of that journey is so, it's so rewarding, because you get to see that person grow and you get to be a part of it, right? Even if you haven't found your thing yet, building these connections, when you do eventually find what your thing is, you'll have all these people that you've supported to be there for you. And I just love that. Okay, so now onto the bad stuff. I mean, I don't know how I feel about, like, this is the thing. I love university. I love everything about university. But there are certain aspects that are not shown sometimes. And I think people do it on purpose sometimes, because, you know, you're paying all this money to go to university. I mean, you're not going to go on your Snapchat and be like, look, I've paid my money and I'm bored, I'm lonely, I want to cry. Like, you're not going to do those things, right? You're going to try and highlight and show the best things about university, you having a good time with your friends, and like, yeah, like, you're going to show that, right? One of the things about going back to university after being at home for so long is I struggled mentally with adapting to certain situations. For example, okay, here's a prime example. I'll go out, right, meet one of my friends, we'd study, we'd do a bit of like activities afterwards, just go around campus, like see what's there, we'll have like a Starbucks, like drink, you know, we'll have a good time. And then, okay, I'm gonna go home, chill, you know, relax, I'm quite tired, I'm gonna go onto my phone. And then you go onto social media, right, and you go into people's stories, right, and you see people are just about to go to something else and they're going to have a good time. And now you know that you've just had a brilliant time. You've been out for hours. You have had a brilliant time. And then you go into social media and people are at place A, place B, place C. And now you're thinking, I'm here not doing anything. Yeah, I just feel so alone because I'm just here not doing anything. Bearing in mind, I've just been out for hours. So one thing that I try to do now is not make these moments take over my day, right? These moments where I may feel like, oh, like I'm not really doing anything at the moment, I'm just chilling, I'm not really being productive, not letting that moment consume my whole day, because I've had a brilliant day. So what I do now, this might help some of you guys if you have the same problem. What I do now is I take videos, I take pictures, I take snaps, and I keep them in my camera roll, my memories, so that at the end of the day now, I can look back on the good things that I've done that day and reflect and feel happy. What I think I have is like, not short-term memory, but once I live through something, I'm on to the next so quickly, and I don't get time to kind of reflect back. And so having those videos and pictures that I can look back on and remind myself, you know, you had a good day, also reassures me that I am being productive and I'm being too hard on myself. The second thing is uni can sometimes be very intense, because mind, like, if you live on campus, right, you're there 24/7. If you don't live on campus, you feel like you're doing work 24/7, right? So because it can be very intense, this can cause a lot of emotions. It can be quite draining, it can be quite tiring. You might feel very fatigued, and if you're not looking after your body right and not giving yourselves breaks, it can cause yourself to be very hypersensitive and very anxious or paranoid, right? To the point where it's like, if I'm not doing something, I'm like, okay, I need to find something to do, right? I need to find something to distract myself, because I'm just here, right? I'm just surviving at the moment. What I try to do is, rather than try to seek validation from loads of people, like make sure loads of people know about me, make sure I'm going to places with loads of people, it's just, do you know what I mean? So sometimes the best times is even when you're with your close friends. You're just chilling, you're just having a laugh, having a chat, because sometimes you need that. Sometimes you just need that rest. And I absolutely love, like, the times where I may feel a bit down, I may feel a bit lonely, I may, you know, miss my parents or my family a bit, and then I'll have a friend check up on me, be like, you know, how are you, can I come see you? Of course you can come see, like that. Sometimes it's just nice to have people that can come and check up on you. And sometimes for me, I need to also realize that, you know, not everyone's going to know how I feel at that exact moment. So also communicating with other people. And I think I even did, there was one time I went on a walk coming from campus, and I did a vlog of myself going home in the dark, talking about sharing my feelings. In fact, let me just insert it.
I think it's important as well that you need to remember, even if you have been there for a while, or whether you're not there and you're going to go there, or even if you don't even go to uni and you're just curious, but it's important to remember that, like, there's this whole thing that people say, like, around our age, where it's like, oh, I don't want to be a beg. But at the end of the day, how else are you going to form friendships if you don't step out of your comfort zone and, like, talk to people? Like, how are people going to know that you're struggling if you don't tell people? Like, how are people going to know that you want to spend time with them if you don't tell them? How are people going to know that you like talking to them on text, or calling them, or going to see them, or doing things, playing sports? Like, how are people going to know that if you don't communicate? And I think that's one important thing that I've noticed, that sometimes I'm not that great at communicating, and since coming to uni I've had to learn that I have to voice how I feel, because people can't read my mind. Maybe at home, because they're used to me, it's been like, what, 19 years that I came onto this earth, and even sometimes they can't really read, like, why I'm acting the way I'm acting. So I'd say one thing I've definitely learned since coming back, even though you can't see me, is communication, because this has been quite difficult moving back after 3 months, and I've got to say, like, people have definitely made it easier for me.
So I did that vlog when I was coming home, and I've got to say, like, this is exactly what I mean. Just sharing how you feel is so important at university. Even if it's people you haven't met for that long, they're probably going through the same thing as you. They probably experienced the same thing as you. So that's one thing I definitely have tried to. Okay, and the last thing is the crazy. Like, there's some crazy things about uni, yeah, that are not often talked about. I'm not going to talk about the mad stuff, because there's no point in me going into, like, the mad stuff about university. Everyone knows that university can be very mad, but it's more things that shocked my system. You tell me why, like, I was at home for those 3 months, and I came back to university, and I kid you not, I was jet lagged. Like, I only travelled from London to Nottingham, and I was jet lagged because I realised people were operating at night, and I was not used to that life. But people were operating at night, and I couldn't, like, my body couldn't adjust to it like that. So that's one thing that definitely shocked me, like, the fact that people were operating at night and sleeping during the day. I found it difficult to match that, because I'm so used to doing things during the day and sleeping at night. So That was one crazy thing that like was mad to me. Like my friends were a bit, oh, you know, I'm gonna come see you, come check up on you. And I'm like, yeah, sure. 2:30 a.m. What? And like obviously I got used to it and stuff like that, but that was so mad to me. Like that was so mad to me. And also another thing about university is like some people really struggle with university in terms of coping. So, you know, university can sometimes be the place where people pick up their worst habits. Yeah, you know, some people probably were, you know, non-smokers, non-drinkers like before, and then the moment they get to university is how they cope. And I think like with university it's kind of easy to get trapped in habits, not just like substances, but in terms of like, for example, being demotivated. If you're used to feeling demotivated, eventually you'll get to the end of the term and you've done no work. Yeah, it's really like that. It's like you could start off by saying, nah, like I'm only ordering takeaway this one day, and then yeah, that one I'm guilty of. Like that one there, like ordering food, sorry, noise in the background, ordering food, I've really had to work hard on that one because it's so tempting. And Domino's don't help because they send me these text messages. Oh, I'm using my phone so I can't even show you, but they send me these text messages saying, hey, hi honey, we've got a deal. If you get a medium pizza with 3 sides and a drink and a this and a that, then you get this off. No, stop it, because you know I'm trying to save money, so why would you send that? Do you know what I mean? So that's another mad thing. Like it's so easy to get trapped into habits. So when I'm at home, try to get into the routine of positive habits so that when I get to university I can reinforce those positive habits and make sure that I'm doing them. But yeah, that's everything for today's video. I think I'm just excited for things to be released. I'm excited to go to a restaurant. I'm itching to go to a restaurant. I just really want food. And I want to, because food used to be the way I used to socialize with people. Like, oh, do you want to go grab it? Do you want to go grab some food? Do you want to go grab a drink? Like, do you want to? That's how I used to socialize. And then they took that away from me. And then I forgot how to socialize. So now I just want to be able to, obviously I can socialize now. I just go on walks and that. But like, now I just want to be able to go to a restaurant. Like, what are you guys excited about? Leave it down below. And also let me know, like, what about university? If you are a university student, what about university is it that sometimes throw you off? You're like, I wasn't expecting this to happen, but it did. Or what is something that you may not even be a uni student and you notice in other students, like that's so crazy to me. So yeah, let me know. Also, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, definitely share, because there's probably a lot of people that are experiencing similar things to me. They probably don't talk about it. Obviously I'm still progressing, there's still things that I struggle with, but there's small things that I do that really helps me. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.